Hello and welcome to a video. This is Dr. Michael Edmondson, Dean of Professional Education and Lifelong Learning at New Jersey City University. This video looks at a three-step approach to creating videos for faculty members that teach online, or perhaps those that would just like to create videos in general for their in-person class. This is a three-step approach. I will explain how to make the presentation, how to create the video, and then how to upload the file. So we'll go through it this step by step here. So let's take a look at how to make a presentation. Can't do anything without a presentation here. So know that you're going to have two components of a presentation, the video component and an audio component. Let's take a look at each one. So the audio, there's a couple things that you need to ask yourself. When you're making these videos, do you need notes? And then if you need notes, are they large enough so that you can read them quickly? Are they clear enough? And will they make sense to your intended audience? Now, I generally do not need notes. I think it's important to present these videos in a very free-flowing manner. However, feel free to use notes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But just make sure that if you do need notes, that they are handy so that you can read from them as you create the video. Be prepared to talk uninterrupted. You can always stop these videos and then begin again. I prefer not to do that. I like to make it all in one take for the simple reason that these take time. And the greatest amount of time is actually in the preparation of the presentation. And the creation of the video itself takes as long as the video. So if it's a 15-minute video, it takes 15 minutes to make the video. But it could take you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours or more to create the presentation exactly how you want it. And that's very important to understand. People will also always ask me, well, how long does this take? And I tell them it takes a few hours to create the presentation, however many minutes for the video. Like I said, if it's a 15-minute video, it takes you 15 minutes to make the video. And then to upload the file takes all of, 2 or 3 minutes, depending upon your internet connection to YouTube. So just be prepared to talk uninterrupted so you can get it done in one take. However, if you'd like to do several takes, then by all means, spend many hours doing the video. Speak slowly and clearly. This is very important. Some people are fast talkers, and sometimes I talk too quickly. But I do try to reiterate myself several times if I catch myself speaking too quickly. So please speak slowly and clearly. And you will do that into a microphone. I'm using a microphone now. You can get microphones for $50, $100, all the way up to thousands of dollars. If you get a $100 or $50 microphone, you're going to be just fine. You want to test it out. You want to make sure it works with your computer. But there's no one microphone necessarily that's better than another for these videos. You just need a microphone. Now all those are the audio parts. Let's look at the visual parts. So the first thing you got to do for the visual or the video component of it is organize your objectives. Like, what exactly do you want the audience to take away from the video? So, for example, my objectives are make the presentation, create the video, upload the file. That's what I want you to take away from this video. They're the three objectives that are organized in the manner in which they need to be organized for this video. Find the right images. You'll see a lot of images here. I like one image on each slide, sometimes more than one image. I'm not a big fan of a lot of text. Text should be size 40 or 36, and if necessary, you can go down to 32 or 28, but I'm a big fan of the 36 or 40 font. There's plenty of images that are free online. You don't want to use any copyrighted images that say copyright on it, but you're not selling these videos, so you can use the free images. That's fine. Check the order of the slides. I usually go through the presentation 3, 4, maybe even 5 times to make sure that the slides are in the correct order. I always default to, can a 5th grader follow this? If a 5th grader can follow it, then the presentation is good to be made. So you don't want it to be too confusing. Please remember your audience. And then the less text, the better. You can see here just on this first slide, no full sentences, just some bullet points to help me remember and more importantly, help me stay on track when making the presentation. So one tip I would like to suggest is to use a gradual process to unfold one slide. And we're going to use a bar graph of internet users in each of the different continents as an example here. So let's say your presentation is about internet users around the globe and you want to use this bar graph. What you can see on the left is size 40 font that states the U.S. leads 5 other regions of the world, and adults 89% who use the internet at least occasionally or report owning a smartphone. And that is actually the top bar of the bar graph. Now, you don't see the other bars in the bar graph, and that's by design, because if I'm making a video about internet users around the globe, I want to walk my audience through the regions one at a time. And the way to do that is to simply use a white box. You can, if you don't know how to create a box in PowerPoint, that's another video. There are plenty of videos on there on YouTube to help you understand how to do that. But I use white boxes all the time, and here instead of a white border, I put a black border so you can actually see the white box. And the white box allows me to unfold the bar graph as I see fit during the video. So, for example, now we have the Europe bar. And I highlight the Europe. In Europe, 80% of adults use the internet at least occasionally or report owning a smartphone. So as I'm creating this video about internet users around the globe, I'm walking my audience through it one bar at a time, making sure they understand that the U.S. leads with 89% of adults, and then Europe is second with 80%. Very important to ask yourself, what are the objectives of my video? What do I want my audience to learn? More importantly, what do I want my audience to see visually here? And then finally, I unfold the box so all the other bar graphs are there. And then I highlight the fact that in Africa, 25% of adults report internet usage or smartphone. So the viewer can see US at 89, Europe 80, and then all the way down to Africa 25, but it unfolded over a series of slides. And there's 2, 4, 6 continents in this bar graph. I didn't want to take you through all 6. I wanted a time we did US, then Europe, and then we unfolded the rest of the bar graphs. So I like the use of the white box. It does help slow down the video presentation, and it allows the viewer to focus on one very specific item at a time, which is very important in videos. So you've made your presentation and now you're ready. And again, spend a good deal of time on the presentation. Go through it, make sure there's no typos, make sure the images are clear and relevant. And when you're done, obviously you keep saving that file as you make changes. Then you're ready to create a video. Now you're in PowerPoint, so that's important. Now I actually just took a bunch of screenshots. If you don't know how to do that, there are videos on how to do screenshots and how to edit those. We can certainly go through those at a later date as well. So here you're in PowerPoint and you see the toolbar. It says Home, Insert, Design, Transitions, and so forth. What you want to do is go to the Insert tab. And then all the way over to the right, you'll see Screen Recording. And that's where you want. So you go to Insert tab, then Screen Recording. Then once you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to go to the main screen and you're going to draw a red dotted box. Now I like to cover the entire screen. All right, and that's just how you draw the box to record the area of the screen you want to record. And now when I do my presentations, I do full screen presentation view. So if you just want to record a small part of your screen, then you do that. You draw the red dotted box to the area in which you want to record. So I draw it around the whole thing, and you can actually see the red dots. When I took a screenshot, you'll see the red dots that outline the frame of this video. All right, that's because I used the full computer screen when drawing my red box. So then you go back to the presentation. So you go back and hit your PowerPoint icon, and then you place the presentation in slideshow view. Again, this is what I do. You don't have to put it in slideshow view if you're just recording a small part of the screen and maybe you have your notes in another part of the screen. Different options here. This is just my method. So you place the presentation in slideshow view, and then what happens is you're going to be given 3 seconds to start recording. Your microphone is plugged in. Hopefully you've tested the microphone. And then you'll see this box. It's a countdown box. It'll say 3, 2, 1. And then at the top, you'll see a little menu box. And then you are on your way. You make sure your microphone's turned on and you are recording. So as soon as it counts down from 3, 2, 1, you are making your video. So please realize that. Now, when you want to stop, you just hit the blue square button, and it'll tell you how long your video is. So in this example, this one is 4 seconds. I just did a screenshot. And then, this is very important, then you go, once you've stopped the video, you're done your video, you go to it brings you to the title page of the presentation. Now, this is very important because here you will see there's a little box that if you pop up there, this is going on over 11 minutes. So right down here, you'll see that this is an actual audio file of the video you just made. It's embedded in PowerPoint. Okay, so you've recorded the video, and it brings you to, after you hit stop, it brings you to the title page, and you are then given this view. But this is, think of a file on top of a file. This is your video file that contains your audio that they just layer on top of the first page. Because then you have to right-click, you'll see a menu bar, and do Save Media As. You'll see it's highlighted there. And you save media as. I always put it on my desktop. It just makes it easier to find it. And here I did, so on my desktop it's highlighted test video. So I'm not doing the presentation file, I'm doing the audio video file that I just created using Screen Record and my microphone. And it's just the way the program is designed. They place that audio video file on top of the first slide. You right click on that, and I always put it on my desktop. I labeled this test video. And then there it is. So there's my video right there on my desktop. And it's going to make life a lot easier because when I want to upload it, the third step here, I sign into Google or I sign into YouTube, sign into one of them. If you're signed into one, you're signed into the other. And then you're on the upper right-hand side. Now you can see this is my picture here, which means it's my account. You're going to be given choices: upload video, go live. Don't worry about go live. You want to do upload video. That's very important. And then what I did is I shrunk the page here real quick, and you click and drag. As you can see, I actually screenshot the video as I was dragging it over. You take the video file that's on your desktop and you drag it into YouTube where it says select files to upload. And then you'll see here, then it's processing. This is the processing page of YouTube. There is space for the name of the video, the description, and then when you're ready, you can publish it. It's important to wait till a process is uploading. You're going to be given a link to your video, which is right there. You click on that link, and voila, there you go. You've made your presentation, you've created the video, and you've uploaded the file to YouTube. Then you can take that and share it with whoever you would like. All right, so I hope that was a helpful 3-step approach to creating videos where you make the presentation, create the video, and upload the file. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. Thank you so very much, and good luck making videos.